On a balmy summer night in the Rocky Mountains, the show comes to you from Coors Field in downtown Denver. Matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the Chicago White Sox. A big-time arm and a power bat. Should be fun. First pitch is next. John Lackey gets the ball for the White Sox in this one. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, his whip is above league average. Been dependable, but does run into some trouble. So we'll see how he fares in this one.
Scott Richards will stride in 1 day removed from his astounding 7-hit performance yesterday afternoon. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Lackey gets the sign. Here's the 1-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Eaton on the move. And this will get all the way out toward the 375 sign now. And he's in at second base with a first-inning double.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Babe Ruth is in now, looking to get something to the right side with that leadoff man at second to start the ballgame. But there to handle it is Phillips as he pulls it in for the first out. And now here's a look at Joe Maddon's lineup for the visiting Chicago Cubs. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, of course, it's offense. He's coming off one of the biggest performances of his career. A 3-home-run game. Maybe there's no hat trick in baseball, but that's as close as you can get.
And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Alex Rodriguez will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the...
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A 2-run shot off the bat of Alex Rodriguez. 6th home run on the season for him, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Chris Bryant will get his first shot here, and he certainly had it working so far this season, up over 350 entering play.
Well, for me, that's just really impressive for a guy his age. It's always exciting to see young players blossoming into stars right before your eyes.
And he is in there. Anthony Rizzo will dig in now, and he's come through in many a situation like this, currently 4th in the National League RBI race.
Well, and I think that's what you're going to hope for from those corner infielders. Typically, those are your big boys that you want to drive the ball all over the yard and bring those Ducks home.
The runner from second crosses the plate. That makes it a 4-0 ball game. Albert Pujols will dig in, currently 5th in the National League in batting to begin play.
And he's also right up there amongst the leaders in home runs and RBIs. Just a ridiculous season he's having. Maybe an out.
Primetime Sanders will come forward now and in an early RBI spot. And he's the right guy to have up there as he currently sits in 5th place in the National League runs batted in category.
Yeah, and he's such a young player, too. You know, it's great for baseball as a sport when we've got such dominating young players like him making their mark, and it's so much fun to watch. Whoa, that's what you call chuck and duck right there. This ball's going to come screaming right back at him. He doesn't have any time to get the glove up, and it gets safely on into center field.
Hard liner to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. Scott Richards stands in with another first-inning RBI opportunity in store.
Yeah, and this has been an impressive first inning for these guys, and you know they'd love to tack one on here.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. And he'll make it back to third safely and be content just to advance the 90 feet.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a two-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Babe Ruth will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand. 1 run scores. And the second runner's going to hold over at third, so a run scores, and they remain loaded here with 2 away. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. Babe Ruth has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer, and as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
And you know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well, and in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like, but there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
And he's safe. And the second runner will pull up stakes over at third, so 1 run is in, and the bases stay loaded with 2 away. Here comes Robin Ventura now out of the White Sox dugout. And it appears we're going to have a pitching change as that'll end the night for John Lackey. Tyler Duffy will go to work much earlier than anticipated here as he'll try and sort this mess out in the very first inning. Number 31 is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is finally retired. But not only do they take the lead, they also open it up a bit as 7 men come across to score. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Cubs 7 and the White Sox coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Jake Arrieta is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he had a ton of strikeouts. He'll be looking to duplicate that effort here.
Adam Eaton will stride forward to lead it off, and I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or 2 on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. A little low. It's 2-2. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
And the even better news for them is that they've got their ace going here tonight. So you have to figure that all signs are pointing toward another victory here.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Sanders will range to his left and put it away. 2 down.
Batting third.
Josh Donaldson gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen it.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the White Sox. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Chris Bryant will stand in to lead off the second. And what will they do for an encore after the first inning they put together?
Well, you know, Matt, they might not have to do anything at all. That's how good the first inning was.
Dickerson has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1. With a moment now, let's take a look at the White Sox defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, when you talk about first basemen that are just bare, not cover a ton of ground, but everything he does just looks very smooth. You get an opportunity to watch him in this one.
Here it is on 3-0. Line toward the gap in left center. And Pujols is likely going to have himself extra bases here. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double. Primetime Sanders will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the two-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Looking up is Dickerson. And this one is gone. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 41st home run of the year for him as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Oh, and that's a little vindication here against his former team. You know, I don't think he was looking at this game like it was any other game. He wanted to come in here, make a statement, and that's a pretty good one right there.
Standing in now, Trevor Story. A swing and a blast to center field. No doubt about this one. Back-to-back home runs as that one's way out of here. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 47 thus far, as this lead got even wider.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here. Now obviously this pace won't last, but man, he is hitting everything in sight.
Into the box, Scott Richards. He swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one, and they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 9 on the year as the blowout continues.
Well, I don't know what's going on down there. These guys are absolutely clobbering the ball right now. I mean, that is back-to-back-to-back home runs. As a team, you might see that one time a season if you're lucky.
Into the box now, Babe Ruth. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. Racing back the center fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So Ernie Banks will dig in now, and he, like many others, was held hitless in the shutout yesterday afternoon. 2-2. To 2-2 now. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Got him. Adrian Gonzalez will stand in, hoping for a reversal of fortune here as he's seen that average drop precipitously these past 10 ball games. A little bouncer. Foul ball, strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Drilled on the ground is short. Pujols has it. Throw right there, and that takes care of Gonzalez. 2 gone now. Brandon Phillips will stride in now. Back in the lineup after being limited to pinch hit duties in yesterday's ball game. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll go now to the top of the third. Kyle Schwarber is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Smoke toward the hole. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. The cleanup hitter, Alex Rodriguez, strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit. Chris Bryant steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here's the 1-1. And here's another ball well hit. This one to left field. The onslaught will continue as this is going to be another home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 34 home runs now on the year as they just continue to pour it on here.
Whatever these guys are putting in their pregame meal, you can be darn sure they're getting the same setup tomorrow. That's 5 home runs as a team now. I mean, these guys are feeling it up there.
Stepping in now, Anthony Rizzo. Lined hard toward right center. Number 31 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
The batter, number 5.
So with one gone here in the inning, it's time to check out the Cubs' upcoming schedule so you can plan your week around staying at home and watching Cubs baseball here with us. Stepping in, Albert Pujols. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today, and let's see if they can keep it going.
Oh, they think they may have gotten him again. This one's hit deep to left field, and for the second time in the inning, the gopher ball will come back to bite him. It's a home run. A solo shot for Albert Pujols. Number 601 for his career, as this lead got even wider.
You want to talk about an offensive explosion? That's 6 home runs as a season. The whole lineup's been absolutely dialed in.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, heading for second now. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Boy, they are really sticking it to him right here. That's the 5th hit he's coughed up in this inning alone, and you got to believe that that leash is getting a little bit shorter with each passing batter.
Line towards center field, and that'll get down out there. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Left fielder.
Coming to the plate now, Scott Richards, and we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Over to Gonzalez, and they get the double play they needed to get him out of the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. Jed Jerko will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
And the sinking fastball, called strike 3, and that's out number 1. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season.
Well, it's just business as usual for him, Matt. He leads the National League in that category. And pitching wins, they just aren't as celebrated these days as they once were. But I'll tell you, if you're leading the league, you're one of the best pitchers around. We'll see if he can hold on and add another win to his total in this one.
Number 31 will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Babe Ruth is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. At the plate, Kyle Schwarber. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. around third and being waved on home. And the runner from first comes around to score.
And if I didn't know any better, I'd think this is the 27 Yankees up there. Now that's 16 runs they've pushed across so far in my scorebook. Well, it's starting to look like one big ink spot.
Liner toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second, and he'll get in there safely.
And you know, there are plenty of times when a team's not going to score 17 runs in a week. And these guys have got it done in one game so far. How about saving a few of those?
He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Under it is the center fielder. He makes the play. Runner tags and heads for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
So a double and a fly ball move a man to third now with one away. Now if they could just get another fly ball, it would likely net him a run.
Shot towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out. Now to the plate, Albert Pujols. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. Albert Pujols, a two-run shot. His second home run of the game as the blowout continues.
Talk about everybody having hits. Jeez. I think everybody in this lineup's going to have a home run before this one's done. That's 7 home runs as a team.
Kevin Quackenbush is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Standing in now, primetime Sanders. Now this one's crushed. Left field line. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. Skied in the air to straightaway left. The inning. So Adam Eaton will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Digging in to try it again, Corey Dickerson. He flew out in his last at-bat. Sinker is right there for a called strike 2.
We're already at 4. Do I hear 5 strikeouts in a row?
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away. Josh Donaldson stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And my goodness, how about this? He struck out the side in back-to-back innings, 6 in a row, and the inning is over. Can't start any better than this. He's set down the first 12. We played 4 full. Cubs lead it 19-0. Trevor Story heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Driven nicely into the gap. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night. So a ringing double here to kick off inning number 5. And as we pull up our Cubs leaderboard, you can see he ranks 2nd on the team in that category.
Yeah, he's really contributed to the team this year. Here he is on second again with a chance to score on just a single.
Looking up is the center fielder. Gone! Two-run shot to straightaway center, his 2nd of the game, as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely locked in.
In now, Babe Ruth. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Dickerson arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Kyle Schwarber. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Now a drive out to the gap in right center. Around first, on his way to second now. And my goodness, 5 for 5 now as he's in there with a double. Alex Rodriguez strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Bullet back up the middle. But this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2. Chris Bryant is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the third inning. Hit high and deep to right center. Eaton going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And to score, the runner from second. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
He's definitely in the middle of an MVP type year. He just keeps coming through time after time after time. Picks up another RBI here with a hard hit double.
There's a well hit ball out to right center field. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner from second is in to score. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Albert Pujols stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
There's a drive out to left center field. Around third and being waved on home. The runner scores from second. Primetime Sanders steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Sliced hard on the ground. Phillips is up with it. Throw in time for the third out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. Ernie Banks comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here. You know, that's more than the rest of these guys can say.
Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Three and 2 now.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And he's going to start this inning out the same way he started the previous 2. 7 consecutive strikeouts. My word. 1 away. Good action on the sinker. 1 and 2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And another foul ball. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Oh, my goodness. Talk about a developing story here. 8 straight strikeouts, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 6.
Brandon Phillips digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And, oh, he can't rein it in. Hit in the air out to right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. Dominic Leone will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Trevor Story will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Scott Richards, and we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Hit hard on the ground to second. That's through for a base hit, and he's putting together a monster line in this one. They just can't get him out. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The right fielder, number 3.
Babe Ruth steps in looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game.
Well, anytime you can put together a 3-hit game, you're doing something right out there, and we'll see if he can pull it off.
A bare hand for 1. On to first, and here indeed is a super double play. Kyle Schwarber digging, looking to make this a very memorable ball game as he's already 5 for 5.
You know, if he just fell down in the box and made...
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs, but you can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. Digging in the switch hitter, Tucker Barnhart. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Chopped foul at the plate, and will do it again. To short. Fielded cleanly by Pujols. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. And he struck him out, so it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Down in order go the White. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. The set and the 1-1 pitch. He's around first on his way to second now. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Now batting,
Chris Bryant will dig in looking for more. Already 4 RBIs to this point.
Well, he's getting that great chance to drive in runs, and he's taking advantage of it. Some hitters just get better when there's guys on base.
Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. And the runner from second is in to score.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, you're going to need both hands. In the pitching, the batting, the defense, the execution. Just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute disaster.
Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. The run scores from second. Neftali Feliz will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. This is line to left. Dickerson has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. Primetime Sanders digs in now with 2 already. The wings only 90 feet away.
Well, runs often come in bunches, Matty, and we're going to have to see if...
Meanwhile now, this is a drive out to straightaway right field, and it's going to get out of here. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His 2nd home run of the game as this lead got even wider.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there. A power pitcher on the mound throwing a hard fastball to a power hitter at the plate. He takes a big swing and squares it perfectly. I mean, that's as long a home run as you're going to see.
Into the box now, Trevor Story. Takes this the other way to right, and that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. Scott Richards stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one. There's a shot out to right center field. Around third and being waved on home. And the run will score all the way from first. Babe Ruth stands into the box, 2 for 6 thus far. Elise is ready. Here's the 3-1. Belted high and deep into right center. Center fielder looking up to the track, to the wall. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. And how about that? Babe Ruth has got himself his first big league round tripper. We'll have to wait and see how many more of these he can mount in his career, but for now I'm sure he's happy to say he's got his first.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this: watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. I'm sure he was practically floating as he jogged the bases. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over. You know his phone's going to blow up. He's going to be calling his mom, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
This is pulled into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Drew Storen will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Alex Rodriguez will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away.
And now he gets to face some fresh meat. He's already got 1 homer in this game, remember.
High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it, the center fielder. 2 down. Chris Bryant stands in for his 7th at-bat now, and he's been terrific so far with 4 hits already to his credit.
Oh, that's a great game for sure, but the fact that this is the 7th at-bat is pretty crazy. What's going on?
Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Around third and being waved on home. The relay throw, and he is in there with an RBI triple. Wow, have a day. He's just completed the cycle, folks.
Wow, this guy is on fire. Stay hot out there. You know, this is pretty cool because a cycle just doesn't happen that often. What do you see it once or twice in a year, unless your name's Aaron Hill, who did it twice in a year himself. So I'm pretty positive he's going to put this game right at the top of his career highlight reel.
A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. Albert Pujols steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by. Primetime Sanders gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Lifted in the air to center. Number 31 is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side. Adam Eaton will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far. Hit to short. Pujols gloves it. And he's retired here, 1 away.
The left fielder.
And for you at home, all I'm going to do is direct your attention to the hits column right there. It is what it is here in the 7th inning.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Little dribbler back at him. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Third baseman, number 20.
Josh Donaldson will dig in. Took a cold 3rd strike his last time.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. Tapped out in front of home. Schwarber scoops it up, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox, and as you can see, they are way behind. Trevor Story comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th. Now here's the drive out to right center field. He'll take the turn and head for second. And he will pull in here with a leadoff double. Scott Richards will dig in looking for more. Already 4 RBIs to this point. Storen's ready. Full count pitch on its way. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here. Babe Ruth will stand in again, and we'll take you back to the 7th inning. This was a 2-run home run, and it was one of the key blows in the ball game thus far. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. He pulls this one into right, and that'll get down out there near the wall. The relay, and he is in there. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
Hit sharply toward the right side. Eaton makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Alex Rodriguez strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. 1-1, here it comes. To short, hit hard. And a backhanded try into the hole at short, but this gets on by. And now he has some trouble with it in left. Around third and being waved on home. And he is in there. Chris Bryant comes to the plate looking to improve on what's already been a huge game at the plate. 6 runs driven in his previous at-bats.
Talk about seizing the day. 6 RBIs and counting. What a game.
And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second, and he will pull into second with an RBI double. Trevor Gott will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Flying toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. Albert Pujols gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. He's set. Here's the 3-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. Eaton is there. 2 down.
That's a disappointing final at bat there. You figure he probably won't get another shot at finishing off the cycle, but still a very good performance to say the least.
Now a ball hit high and deep heading toward the corner in left. After it is Dickerson. And that's the 3rd out. So Ernie Banks will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Put the bag with it himself is Rizzo for the out.
First baseman, Adrian.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he takes a called strike 2. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Again, he sends it out of play. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Tap foul at home plate. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. He spoils another one and will do it again. Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
Well, a huge out, number 2 here in the 8th.
The batter, number
4
6.
big outs remain, but the finish line, it's starting to come into sight.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ball.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 24 have been set down. Welcome back to the 9th inning from Coors Field in Denver as we get a nice shot of the city here tonight. Trevor Story steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Sharply hit ball back up the middle. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the 9th. Scott Richards stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one. The 2-2 pitch. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Eaton is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down. Babe Ruth stands in for his swings once again. He rounded the bases on a home run back in the 7th. High in the air and deep to left center field. Dickerson going back, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 2-run shot to left center, his 2nd of the game, as the blowout continues.
Well, no doubt that's a mistaken location right there. At the plate, his eyes were probably lighting up watching that one coming.
Sean Tollison will take over now with 1 away in the top of inning number 9. Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber. Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Alex Rodriguez strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Hit hard back up the middle, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Standing in and working on a fantastic game, Chris Bryant. He has 7 runs driven into his name so far.
Huge game for him so far, and he's looking for even more.
Number 31 will get there, and he puts it away to retire. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Jed Jerko will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long, long ago.
Yep, this is mop-up time out there right now. But, hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Arrieta's got his target. Here it comes on 3-2. Belted high in the air out to left. Richards looks up, and it's gone. It's a solo shot here for Jed Jerko. Home run number 15 for him thus far, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind. So he made it through 8 full innings, which is no small feat, let me tell you, but the no-hit bid will end right here as he surrenders hit number 1 here in inning number 9. Doggone, I was hoping we were going to see it that time. On to first, so a good bounce-back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Number 31.
Number 31 digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Struck him out as his woes continue as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
The right
Adam
fielder,
Eaton
number 1.
will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
And you know, a cycle is about the equivalent of a no-hitter for a pitcher. It's one of the rarest things you can do on a baseball field, so no doubt he's going to wind up our player of the game.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the